Hi, this is Joyce Farrell. Let's take a quick look at multi-threading. When you run programs on a computer with a single CPU, you can run one process at a time. Typically, one process runs, and when it's done, a second one might follow until it's done. When you have multi-threading, you can run two processes concurrently. For example, you might start one process, and then while it's waiting for something, perhaps a second process can run. And while it's waiting for something, the first one can take a turn again, and so on in round-robin fashion until both processes are complete. Sometimes problems arise if you have two threads that need to use the same resource. For example, if there's only one printer and both threads need to print, one will have to wait for the other. Or perhaps both threads are accessing the same database. Assume there are two operators selling concert seat tickets on the telephone. And assume the first operator gets a call and the caller requests two seats. It's checked and found that those seats are available, and a hold needs to be put on those seats while credit card data is checked and the operator takes down other data from the caller. While they're waiting, perhaps the second operator gets a call. Perhaps that caller requests one of the seats that the first caller has a hold on. In that case, the seats will be said to be locked, and the second caller will not have access to them. Then, while the second caller is thinking, perhaps the first caller will get the credit card data and reserve those two seats. Then maybe the second caller will select two other seats, and maybe one of those is already sold and will be rejected. And then maybe the second caller will select two new seats, and maybe a hold can be put on those while the credit card data is taken from the second caller. Meanwhile, while we're waiting to check the credit card data, maybe the first caller decides that they really need a third ticket, and perhaps they request one where there's a hold. That request will be rejected, and so on. The two processes can run concurrently, sharing the same data if care is taken to lock the data while it's under processing. That's a quick look at multi-threading. Thanks for watching.